I'm very pleased to introduce a game changer and shining light in South African and international agriculture. With us today, none other than Ntuthu Mbiko Motshegoa. Ntuthu is an economic transformation champion, a development activist, a visionary, and a full-time cereal farmer. Welcome, Ntuthu. Please tell us about yourself. It's good to have you here.
Wow, that was mouthful. Thanks, Devalt. It's always a pleasure to have an opportunity to interact with you, but importantly, interact and engage in, on issues of national importance. About myself, Ntuthu was born in Eastern Cape, Tanzania, firstborn of 5 siblings. I'm blessed to acknowledge that my parents are still both alive. So Ntuthu is coming from that, and for the better part of my life, I've worked at Telkom. I left Telkom at 2013, where I was in the IT industry, but at mid-specialist level. And then I ventured into agriculture as a farmer from 2007.
We're glad to have you in agriculture, by the way. Better than Telkom, anyway.
Much better.
No, you're a champion of women in agriculture. Economic transformation comes to you, and that's what you do, but with an aim to develop and commercialize and ensure food security and meaningful participation for women. So please tell us, how do you go about to let this happen, and what are the challenges that you've got in what you do?
Look, Devalt, I think the important part is that I can relate because I'm the farmer myself. So I think what led to that is the fact that I experienced these challenges myself. When I started going full-time on the business, I did not have a full understanding of the sector at large. I was busy growing my own animals and up to a level where I could supply retail Pick n Pay stores. I was supplying about 16 of them at the time, and St. George Hotel and few filling stations like a Total, like a BP. And then when I realized that there's compliance issue, there's more to the agribusiness than just growing the animals. So when I experienced those challenges when I was supplying Pick n Pay, I realized that there's a lot that needs to be done at industry level so that we can have a profitable and meaningful participation.
You also play, obviously, a critical role in AFASA. Now, AFASA stands for the African Farmers Association of South Africa, as well as, and you shouldn't exclude that, the Circle of Global Businesswomen Africa. That actually stands out for me. But please tell us about these two important organizations and what role do you play in each of them?
I like that because for me, they kind of complement each other in this way. Rafasa, I'm responsible for the women's desk at national level, and you might have been aware. It's mostly your small-scale farmers, subsistence farmers. Now you have an opportunity at the Circle of Global Business where I'm heading agriculture, agribusiness as well, at continental level. So you have that opportunity to leverage on what the farmers doing on the ground and bring the business aspect of it on these two organizations. So within the CW, we are able then to leverage on what the farmers are doing on the ground, but saying to them, look, there's more that you can contribute on at industry level. Here's the business, here's the agribusiness aspect of what you are doing at farm level. So that's the exciting part for me. You have these two that are not necessarily competing, but complement each other. And with CW, it's a great network because it is a global organization where we are funded mostly by the French. So it's an exciting space to be in.
Looking at what you do and where you are involved with your experience, you've got a wealth of experience and knowledge in what you do. And I mean, where you've sat on the councils, etc. But what advice would you give to any woman that wants to either enter the agribusiness and moreover also business in total? What advice would you give someone?
Devil, to be honest, it's either you have it or not. And once you pick it up that you have it, capitalize on that. Be aggressive, go all out. And I think this also is interdependent on the society that must be willing to extract value from these young women. You're not going to achieve to be bringing up the family and making it. So we have to take a very conscious decision at a very young age that this is where my focus will be. Be focused, avail yourself, don't expect to pay, because most of young women, they're looking at tangible outcomes. But from a farmer's point of view, you have to make the ground fertile. You have to make sure, because once you then miss participating at industry level, your business will suffer. Some of the critical enablers are right there at industry level, so that we have a conducive environment right there at the entry level of the small scale farmers.
So, Ntuthu, if any of these women wants to get hold of you, where can they get hold of you? And is it fine? Can they call you? Can they email you? How do they get hold of you?
I don't have a choice. I mean, development is part of my role. My contact number is 082 773 6730. You can just drop me on WhatsApp. Even if I don't respond immediately, I will respond. So be patient with me. And then from there, I'll share my email address.
Okay. Thank you
you,
very
Gerald.
much. Thanks, Ntuthu. Lovely to have you. And it's good to be part of this. And yes, all the best for you and blessings.
Thanks. Always a pleasure and a blessing and a humble experience to be interacting with my boss at this level. Thank you.